Forest mysteries, huh? First, we get to pick blueprints. We'll take a carpenter. And I think a forager's camp makes sense. That seems like a relatively base level building. And how about a smokehouse? 3 things I'm kind of familiar with, at least. And then we pause. We pause. Let's see what kind of... Okay, you start with base level camps. Understandable. I would love to have a small trapper's camp. Right here. We may need... How much wood is that? It costs 40. We're going to need woodcutters, of course, as well. All right. If you feel lost, just focus on completing your orders. Great tech. Thank you so much. Let's drop one of these right here. Let's drop a woodcutter's camp that helps us gain access to this glade. And then let's just frickin' chill for a minute. Bro, we don't even have any beavers! Start with a road and then go from there. Listen, you piece. Where's the roads? Trade routes. Oh, okay. 1 second, guys. The cat threw up. I'll be right back. Thank God I paused it. I keep hitting the space bar and muting myself. Okay. Roads are the first red circle to the left at the bottom of the screen. Let's go! Incredible intel! Do the top gamers on Earth just like road up their entire settlement before they even put anything else down? Now you tend to do well with lizards. Why do we have none lizards right now? And don't tell me it's because they're all building roads. Because we have one lizard, but he's just chilling. Hold Alt. Oh, they're working the fire. He's at the hearth. Lizards like to work the fire, I remember as well. So you know what? I'll let you keep working the fire. One thing we don't need more of here, more humans. And we'll keep one human being around to do some more construction, perhaps. And then we will wait, because we need some resources. I like that there's multiple ways to win. That's cool. Like, you could just make everybody happy, or you could complete quests. There was another way that I forgot, but that's, you know, we'll figure it out as we go, I suppose. How about one of these? Oh, you know what? I do have a new cornerstone. 3 packs of provisions for every new villager, or royal stormwalkers secured the trail to your settlement. Newcomers will arrive faster. Let's go, let's receive provisions for every new villager. That seems nice. Any Torontonians in chat? Do you think it's going to snow this year? Are you crazy? It hasn't snowed in Toronto yet. It snowed in Vancouver already. It snowed last weekend. Help from the Queen. Objective. Have at least 6 humans. That's an easy one. I think we're just going to start there. Objective. Have a harvester's camp, a stonecutter's camp. Sell goods worth 8 amber. Cut through the forest to discover 3 glades. I'm a simple man. Give me 3 glades. Complete 2 dangerous glades. Complete any 2 glades. Deliver 4 packs of building materials, 3 packs. Okay, we're gonna do any 2 glades. It's 10 Celsius in Toronto right now? Bro, what the fuck? I was going to say that's not fair, but then I remembered housing is as bad there as it is here. So you know what? We love that for you. I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're wearing a long sleeve shirt, but you don't have to wear a winter coat on top of it. I love that for you. What's that in freedom numbers? I don't know, like 60, 63, something like that. It's certainly not that much. Okay, 1 human right now is doing nothing. What would I like you to do? I would like you to make a second woodcutter's hut. I guess we don't really need a second one right now. Maybe we'd have you build like a smokehouse first to turn. Because you're getting shrimps on occasion. No, you're not. You're getting leather on occasion? Okay, never mind. Maybe we don't need a smokehouse. You need a workstation. Honestly, great tech. Thank you. Let's build a carpenter's workstation. And you know what? Some shelter. Some shelter. It makes perfect sense. I mean, honestly, if you tend the fire, like, that's the dream job here. What's your problem? You can't be built because we don't have any fabric. Fabric comes from a crude workstation. I would like to delete this building. I've made a mistake. We should build a crude workstation first. I think I got too cocky. I really thought I had this all figured out. I need someone to work there. Okay, you're gonna work there. You're gonna make planks and fabric. Don't worry about bricks and pipes for now. Fair enough. You are going to be demolished. Yes. No goods will be refunded as none were spent. Hey, NL, what's the best cheese? My life depends on it. We don't answer questions like that. That's Apollo rhetoric. Our questions are like, what's a good cheese? I'm interested in eating cheese tonight. What cheese would you recommend? We don't do this, hey, there's an alien that's going to blow up the earth if I don't answer correctly what the best cheese is. Let me just look at this for a brief moment. Welcome new people. This will complete a quest for us, so we're absolutely going to do this. Do we have 6 vegetables? Yes, we have 18 vegetables. It's a little costly. I'll admit, oh, we could just give you roots instead. I'd rather give you roots and save the vegetables for me personally. And I do need to assign an individual, which we presently can't do. So we're going to take a woodcutter away. And then we're going to bring them here, which will give us more people and solve our underpopulation crisis. What I will say, I have a bias that I think is a reactionary bias. People have a bias against the thing that they grew up experiencing the most. So as a kid, if you ate a lot of cheddar, when you turn like 19, you start buying your own groceries. Maybe you move away from home and you start experiencing a broader range of foods, a greater variety. People start to go, I would never buy cheddar for myself when like smoked Gouda and Edam and mozzarella and halloumi and stuff like that exist. My bias is towards some stuff that's popular is popular for a reason. Now, would I say that cheddar is the best cheese on the planet? I don't know if I would go there. I think that there's different cheeses for different purposes. But as an all-around cheese that you can add this stuff, snack on, cut into sticks and pack in your lunch, a medium or an old cheddar goes pretty crazy. There's a lot to like. It's the same way I feel about mustard. I feel like everybody looks at yellow mustard as if it's like a starter mustard. Oh yeah, I used to like yellow mustard until I graduated from that to a more advanced mustard, like a honey or a Dijon or like a whole grain or something like that. The problem is, I think yellow mustard is so accessible. There's nothing within it that makes it like any less complex of a mustard. It's just that you eat it so much on hot dogs and hamburgers growing up that you think that it's exclusively the domain of ham sandwiches. I love a yellow mustard. Hang on, are you coming to my base? I guess I shouldn't say a big part of getting older, but like definitely when you're a kid, you kind of like inherit preferences from your parents based on what they serve you. I like this, I don't like that. And you don't get exposed to that much outside of that until you get a little older. Then when you get older, there's like a rejection of popular things. Why would you embrace popular thing when instead, oh yeah, you like mozzarella cheese? That's interesting. I remember being 6 years old. Now I get a 9-month manchego. Advancing in the middle age, it's kind of starting to accept that some things are popular for a reason, man. Going to the Olive Garden, it blew my mind. Before I walked into the Olive Garden, I was like, why would anyone ever come here? After leaving the Olive Garden, I was like, I get it. Not necessarily my favorite restaurant on the planet, but I completely understand why there's 403 of these in the United States of America. Hang on, I need 4 more seconds. Get delivered upon. Plantation, trappers camp, an advanced camp, herbalist camp. Use nearby farm fields to produce berries and plant fiber. I think I need your help, but I'm going to tell you what I would do first. I would do plantation because these seem advanced. These seem like I can't necessarily take advantage of them yet. Plantation is a solid choice. All right, I'll live with that, and then we'll see how it works, and I can make my own mistakes. Because farm fields are like a default, right? Oh, so are small farms, for that matter. So let's build some farm fields. And do we have new people yet? Have they arrived? They arrived! They're coming soon, I guess. We also need, how much wood do we have? Some. Plantations are for fertile soil. I don't know about all of that. Small farm. And then uses farm fields to produce berries. Wait, so can I skip the small farm and make berries and plant fiber instead of vegetables and grain? Yes. Okay, well, you know what? I'm learning as I go here. It's the way nature intended. Trust me, I see the issue here. What do you require to build you? Planks. It's okay, you should be producing planks at the crude workstation. Take as long as you need. And then don't worry about cutting these trees. Definitely worry about cutting these trees. And then we have many people devoid of a job right now. A beaver! You should work here. Okay, this is fine. And then somewhat, I believe, to keep our individuals happy, let's also build some shelters. As Mick Jagger said, give me shelter. Right. He did say that. Why don't you build high-density housing with 50 stories? My impression of everybody playing City Skylines 2, I'm going to build a walkable city with separated bike lanes and high-density housing zoned in the entire urban area. This is why I don't like video games. They just appeal to the male power fantasy. Build roads? Just wait, okay? We got the ring road here. People from England be like, what the fuck do you mean the road's not a circle? And then we're going to build a road all the way out to the plantation here so that they got a path that they can take, okay? But we got so many buildings being produced right now. You're out? Are these like... Hang on, what is this? Someone got sick? Mushwood. PC load letter. The hell does that mean? Okay, well, honestly, at this point, you should not work here. You go into the basic labor pool. Me personally, I would like to move this here and then have you cut these trees, please. And then we will produce a road. A path, I should say, a path. And we'll call that good enough. And then human beings love to work the fields. Still only have one lizard, huh? Claim your cornerstone? Oh yeah, my bad. Discovering a small glade increases the working speed of scouts for 180 seconds. You can see the content of undiscovered glades, but discovering dangerous or forbidden glades kills one villager. Interesting. Interesting. Hi! I can't believe it, but I declined it. Both of those seem scary to me. You have none workers, which is by design. Are they all sick? Is that what's happening? Positive. Oh, they're energized. Holy, they love... I thought it was like a poison-tipped heart. But they're all loving life. Newcomers are waiting, right? My mistake. We want... this is a great time for us to receive people. And now that they are here, we can assign some work. You should work here. Nobody's working here, but that's because we need to find... You know what we need? We need a a second woodcutter's domicile. Because we need to uncover more resource nodes. What a beautiful location for it. Hey, Vey Victoria, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I'm enjoying my cozy stream until Lethal Company drives me insane. New orders, so true. 8 jerky, 35 raw meat, 10 trade goods, 10 provisions. We do get provisions every time a newcomer shows up, right? Am I correct to believe that, dare I say, the roguelite terms? Do we have a synergy here? It's almost crazy, bro. You've got 15 provisions already? We take those. 50 meat. Keep humans resolve above 26 for 30 seconds and deliver grain. I'm not really grain pilled right now. I am crude workstation pilled. I think we could take this, go to our crude workstation, tick those on, add another human being onto the workstation. Are you going to be no loot today or some loot today? Well, I feel like I'm partially getting screwed on the loot, okay? Because, yes, like up to this point, my loot production has been pretty bad. But I do feel the need to defend myself and also say that many times when I've had loot, I've been unfairly teleported away from my loot. Or, like, there's been situations, for example, where I was carrying loot back to the ship, and then while outside of the ship, the people inside said, fucking close the door, and then they closed the door right in my face when I was a millimeter away from making it into the ship. And then when I respawned, they said, why did you make noise? And I said, well, I needed you to open the door. So that's been happening from time to time. Like me personally, I think I've been doing a reasonably good job of going into the dungeons. And then I get maybe like a little bit messed with on my way back. I did also troll a bit, that's true. I did put on the mask. I did stand on top of the Jack-in-the-Box. Okay, what do we got here, lads? Stone deposit and a copper vein. Say no more. Stonecutter can't get that. Stonecutter can get stone, but they can't get copper. In that case, I'd rather just have you get your stone right here. You should add limits to your workstation so they don't use up all your resources. I ain't worried about all of that. I'm just thrilled that for now they're along for the ride, quite frankly. The more they can produce, the better. Okay, we got just one more glade. If you chop this down, we'll get one order done. Low on fuel. That's maybe I do care about all of that. Can't you use wood for fuel? Let me take a look here. Coal, sea marrow, oil, and wood. Yeah. I allow wood. But I see what you're saying. They're turning all our wood into planks. Let's turn off planks temporarily. You have 2 wood? Just give it a second, bro. Look, they're bringing it back. It's a long walk. Then the lizard's grabbing it. Yeah. You got nothing to worry about. Look, it's still burning. Hearth level 1. Upgrade requirements. 4 decorations. We got a ways to go. Stonecutter's camp. 1 lizard works there now. Could you please just cut this? Like, literally, if you cut this down, all of our problems are solved. People don't want to work these days. Maybe it's because when they take the path, they're on like this chicane nonstop. They can't walk straight. Me at my vasectomy appointment. You see that tweet? I know we haven't done much of you see that tweet today. You see that tweet where the guy said, I guess it's confirmed that I'm getting a vasectomy, and it was his wife bought him all the snacks that have like double entendres for getting your nuts smashed off. It was like, well, the one that stuck with me was the one that it was like the cream pies, and then they put unlimited in front of it, so it looked like, that's just disgusting. Like, even if that's the point, it's just gross. It's an insane thing to put on. But then, yes, that's what I was gonna talk about, was all the insane replies, bro. I previously thought that blue checks were mostly just people addicted to gambling, aka like overinvested in cryptocurrency, Elon Musk garglers and stuff like that, AI art, people who reply to like every tweet with a bespoke AI art generated piece for no reason whatsoever. I didn't realize that they're also insane anti-vasectomy people. The bro has 3 kids or something like that, and they're like, if you get a vasectomy, your wife won't respect you. Imagine getting your nuts chopped off because your wife asked you, and you're like, bro, they have 3 kids. What are you talking about? What did you expect? I expected what my reaction was, which is like, dude, your wife wrote unlimited cream pies. It's just like an expression that shouldn't be entered into the public record. I thought people would be like, couldn't she have phrased that in a less indelicate way? What's a cream pie? Chibli, you know what a cream pie is. It's the link that one person posted in your chat that one time from xboobs.com. Wait, hang on. What are you? Oh, great place to put my new trapper camp. Beautiful. We should probably clear these trees. Anyway. It's just kind of crazy to me. It's like when a couple says they're pregnant at a family gathering or something like that, then everybody knows the dude busted inside. Well, like, that's just you. That's on you, okay, to be honest. Now, when they got the shirt that's like, you know, I'm the turkey, he's the baster, like, that's a different situation. Yeah, like, I made the stuffing. That's the one I'm talking about. But, like, if someone's like, I've got great news, we're pregnant, and then your first thought is like, that dude came inside of his wife, it's like, you know what'll really blow your mind is that probably was not the first time. That might have even been like the 90th time or something like that. Like, you gotta touch grass a little bit. Your brain is a little bit broken. It might have been like the 500th time, honestly. If that's your reaction to people telling you stuff, people are going to stop telling you stuff. +2 to stone. Yes, we will take +2 to stone production. Hi, Tomo. When mom eating the shoot, make me shoot big, and then mom eating the shoot. What is this? Rain punk drill. I don't know why I said it like that. Okay, we have a lizard working somewhere. Stonecutter's camp. I know what must be done. We are taking one person off of the crude workstation. They are moving to the Stonecutter's camp. The lizard is moving to the meat production factory, and then disassemble. For 8 stone, or 4 tools gives you a geological survey, spawns 2 to 3 coal veins. You know what? I'd spend some tools on that. Or we don't have enough. We have enough parts. Okay, I'll spend some parts on that. And then we need more Yada, yada, yada. So why don't we take you off just briefly. And then I put you right here. On a fix, assign worker. Take this one, assign worker. My mistake. Investigate. There you go. Wonka this weekend. Me when it makes a $1 billion. No one in this building is working. How much fuel? We got 18 fuel? I think we're chilling. I see what you're saying. We need stone, and then you use stone to make stone bricks instead of just clay bricks, and then we got bricks being made. And then we have an order complete. Hang on. Deliver. That gives us a blueprint. What do we need for this? Any 2 glade events. That's about to be delivered. A little bit more fabric. We complete that one. Hang on. We're making incredible progress. Newcomers are waiting. Parts or berries. Parts, pipes, grain. I would love to get an influx of lizards, honestly. And then a new blueprint. Herbalist, trapper, or herb garden. Herbs, berries. Do we have berries? I guess you could just close this and then take a look. We don't have any, like, berry camps right now. We got, wait, mushrooms. Mushrooms, but there's only 2 of them. Okay. Let's get trapper camp, and then we can, next time we build one, we'll build a better one. Oh, you get berries from the place, but I don't need, wait, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's be honest. You know what we do need, though, are some freaking houses, bro. Which are not in that. They are in this. We need 2 houses. Don't be saying ignorant stuff, okay? Like in Fair Verona again. We're past that. More orders complete. Let's take it bit by bit, okay? It automatically upgraded your trapper camp. So it did. So it did. We need trade goods. Bakery. Provisioneer. Cookhouse. I have absolutely no idea. First person I saw in chat said bakery. We will be going bakery. Let me take a look at this for a moment. I got a fabric. What do you make this out of? Could you make it out of leather instead so we can complete this quest? Hey NL, do you think you could rizz up Bank Wonk? Who's Bank Wonk? Larry Summers? You chose Cookhouse. So I did. You have selected Power Drive. Oh, Baby Wonka. Oh, Baby Wonka. That's not my area of expertise. Okay, great harvesting, everybody. The houses are built. Well, we need 1 more, apparently. That's fine. I'm happy. Happy to do it. Look at this nice little district. I'll call it Downtown. Lizards fairly unhappy. Everybody else, well, I mean, they're relatively content, I suppose. It's not that bad. We got enough fuel for the fire. Everybody's kind of chilling. Are you not? We can't cut these down, can we? Orders. Let's take a look. We need fabric that's going to be made. We need to make trade goods. I have no idea how to do that. We have more orders to pick. 16 farm fields deliver 15 packs of crops. Deliver 12 packs of building materials. Produced by nothing we have. Deliver 2 ancient tablets. Cut through the forest to discover 2 glades. To me, it seems like these are all hard. Why is makeshift post blue? Can somebody illuminate this for me? You can build them. That means you have it already. Oh, in that case, let me get, sure, let me do 12 packs of building materials. And then Have 15 aesthetic decorations. Never going to happen. Complete at least 2 decisions by making an empathetic decision. Deliver trade goods and building materials. Okay, well, building materials covers 2, and then we have trade goods in another one as well. So why don't you build me... Hi, Tomo, by the way. Hi. Why don't you build me a makeshift post? Why don't you put that bad boy down right here. I don't believe we will be completing our first run before Lethal Company. And that's okay. Holy cow, we got lots of people in need of work, bro. We don't need to make provisions right now. Let's turn that off. Let's just keep building materials up there. And let's limit it to, like, I don't know, 15. That seems good. And then 2 lizards. And then, quite frankly, there should be another lizard working up here. I didn't realize we had this many lizards. And then, quite frankly, there should be a path set up that goes, like, from... They won't let me build a... Oh, because I didn't click on it. That's one of the most common mistakes, I imagine. There you go. We would like to cut down these trees as well. Are you guys doing anything? Not really. I'm going to move you right here to take out these trees first, and then you're not doing anything either, right? I should be having you chop this glade down right here. It seems like a great game. Now, it might not be the most, like, engaging stream content. Obviously, that's Lethal Company. But I can see why people like it a lot. And normally I say that as, like, a backhanded compliment, but, like, no, this I get. Because there's always, like, in something like Astria, my eyes glazed over, right? Lizard's resolve is low. Hang on one moment, please, because the weather's bad. They don't have lizard housing. They don't have jerky. They don't have skewers. They don't have pie, pickled goods. They don't brawl, and they have none religion. We can make jerky. I can get you back. I'm going to build you a smokehouse, okay? That'll be in the food section. This one's just for you. And then, joke's on you, I got another frickin' ring road right here. Oh, this road is going to be disgusting. You're going to regret asking me to build roads, okay? Now that you see what happened to the paths, you're going to regret it. You're out of planks. You know why? I told them to stop making planks. That's my bad. I'll tell you what, we got more fuel now. Make up to a maximum of 10 planks, please. Put you there. When I have this alt menu up, is there an easy way to change from like human being? Oh, the scroll wheel! Crazy! It was exactly what I needed. Now you, what do we need for you? We probably need some planks. I see. And the woodcutter's camp. Maybe a beaver on that. And a cornerstone from me? Cooking steam. If you leave rainwater for a while, it will begin to release a pleasant vapor. Or, the people in your settlement have survived hardship, plus 10% villager speed, plus 1 global resolve. That seems like insane tech. Passive happiness? Let me see. What the heck is going on here? There's 20 different things in here. Small farm glade event. A building destroyed by the storm. I will simply all salvage. Why don't you go ahead and do that? And then what's going on here? Break open this crate. Villagers move 10% quicker. Ooh. We'll deal with it bit by bit. Must be like a super danger glade. You know, I heard Razor scooters are getting so dangerous, etc., etc. You should deal with dead body event quickly. Okay, sensible, sensible. 8 amber and 15 incense to gain some rep, or -8 to humans resolve while it's being worked on, but then you get good rewards. If you'll just excuse me, we're gonna cut you and assign you to this. The UX is really good. Like, it's very intuitive. The buttons you think you need are exactly the buttons you need. And we should take 1 employee off of something. Low on fuel again. Probably that's temporary because I was making so many planks, I'm sure. We don't really need a stone cutter right now. We can just have a beaver around to help build some stuff. Is anyone going to build the smokehouse? That's what the beaver's for, bro. But he needs some more planks first. Which means some more wood, which means we need some more people, which means we need some more... 111 or 213. Honestly, on this one, we'll go 111. I don't think we need a huge influx of population. Me, when the lady at the donaire shop asked me what I want on my donaire, I say the same thing I just said when I picked a newcomer. Give me one of everything. And a half pound of poop, yes. And a half pound of poop. I've been dying for some DOA content. What do you mean by DOA? Do you mean Dead or Alive, the fighting game / beach volleyball game? Or do you mean like content that you're going to see once and then never see again? I told Kate after yesterday, I was like, I need a week of just streaming Super Auto Pets. I had a great time yesterday, the day before, and Tuesday, but I was also overstimulated. I needed a little bit of coziness, and you know what? It hit the spot. This is the kind of game you sort of need to play it for 3 hours to understand what's going on. If I had only played this for an hour, I would have been like, I don't get it at all. What's going on here? A mystical stone monument. Make an offering to get an aesthetic, or tear it down to receive some goods. Yeah, you know what? And now the kind of guy to say, don't mind if I do. How about a week of XCOM 2? Why, you want to see the first act again? So true. We will be paving this shit and I quote, putting up a parking lot. Choose this reward. Hang on, my swag's too good. We've been given too many orders. Need for leisure. I think I've fallen far behind. Sure, we're going to build a brewery at some point. Choose your orders. 15 packs of trade goods, 24 farming fields and crops, tools and building materials. Bro, we're building materials is like, all we need to do is build 2 more building materials, man. You could use fabric for those if you want. You could use bricks. Oh, we don't have enough clay. I see the problem here. Cancel this. Make this stone instead. And then investigate. I'm happy you noticed the best part about this is the UI. It's unparalleled. What can I say? I've played some games before. You're like, hey, what button is crouch? And people are like, duh, idiot, it's tilde. And I'm like, well, okay. In my opinion, they should have had somebody playtest that. In this, it seems like so far the button you would expect to do the thing is the button that does the thing. B, to get all resources, maybe a little bit out of pocket, but I'm sure they had their reasons. Yes, tilde should always be the console menu. It should always accidentally expose your IP to the entire streaming audience. Well, you gotta use planks. I see. You need planks. You should be making planks. You don't have what you need to make what I need you to make? What's your problem? What do you not have? You don't have anything. Fair enough. You know what I need is a brick creator. You are a brick creator. And I'm drowning slowly. You should be making bricks with stone, man. Forget about clay. Okay, hang on. Biscuit diet or well-rested workers? Well, we have no biscuits. Your mom is a brick creator? There's a generational difference. You know, people that are on the edge of millennial or Gen Z, they'll ask a question like, how do I know which generation I'm a part of? It's very simple. If bricked up means you're horny, you're Gen Z. If bricked up means you're like constipated or you have to poop really badly, then you're a millennial. I don't know when it happened. Sometime around like 2018, 2019, bricked up went from like, I'm gonna drop a huge log to like, I got a dense hog. And it's all right, like it's fine. We go tavern pilled. Like language evolves over time. Not mad at it. My millennial friends say bricked up equals horny. Yeah, but those are millennials that hang out with the Gen Z. Which means they can't, they've had their millennialness compromised. How about this cookhouse? What about the cookhouse, bro? We needed a smokehouse or something. By the way, can I apologize again to the, oh, it's still being, I see the problem here. Can I apologize again to the egg carton? When I picked that 90-minute Matt Wilper's Power Zone endurance ride today, I did not know that it had 2 Demi Lovato songs in it. I would have changed my the workflow. I would have augmented the stack a little bit if I knew that we were going to have to hear Demi Lovato sing 2 times. But all I can say is I simply did not know. Which songs? Confident and Reputation. I can't believe I remember them. I've been told I need a carpenter. Ergo, I will build a carpenter. Not the 2 I would choose. Every once in a while, they'll play Cool for the Summer, which I also think is a bad song. I think I'm just a Demi Lovato hater, and I mean her no disrespect. Just for me personally, she's not my... She's not my tempo. I've never heard a Demi Lovato song and been like, I really enjoyed that. Most other artists, they got at least one song where I'm like, I get it. I get why this artist became popular. Demi Lovato, I don't fully understand it, but obviously there's some appeal there. Maybe it's just lost on me. You know, I don't have the proper receptors to receive the signal. We built it. I'm a genius. And bro, they are cooking up a storm. Hang on here. Stone cutters camp. Any woodcutters not doing it yet? You need one of these for certain. Holy cow, it's copper and eggs? Me when I'm a Victorian mine owner? I don't really know about all that. You don't have what I need you to have. You have to select meat as the recipe. Of course. You have to be a fool not to select meat as the recipe. School of Rock is about as bad as Camp Rock. Bait used to be believable. What's your problem? There's no suitable resources. That's your problem. I mean, listen, that's just a ridiculous statement. School of Rock is a Richard Linklater film. Camp Rock is like a Jimmy Pendleton joint. You're gonna be like, how'd you know that guy's name? I didn't know his name. Nobody knows his name. Wait, the same dude who did the Sunrise trilogy? One and the same. It's true. That's right, he is not welcome at Cheers. Hey, buddy, we said it's where everybody knows your name. Does everybody know this guy's name? In that way, Cheers is like, it's probably the most exclusive bar in the city, bro. You can't get into it without like a universal consensus vouch. Alerts. High hostility. High hostility of the forest during the storm will crush your people's resolve. To lower hostility, unassigned woodcutters sacrifice fuel or build additional hearths. Unassigned woodcutters. Okay. That's easy enough. Yeah. Still one assigned? Well, yeah, I still need wood, otherwise we're all going to freeze to death. What's going on in here? I don't think I want to know. Order's done and to be picked. Thank you. You really need a trip sitter for this game. Either way, I got to get ready for Lethal Company. I'm going to slash marker. This is against the storm.